This feels heavy.
Is it raining? Oh shit, it is.
What question is that?
It's not raining.
So, first of all, I was hoping that we would be back here sooner, but you all know what happened there. Some stupid armor shit. If someone did it intentional, would have been a different story, but since it was literally armor being armor, we just essentially reset the situation. Um, Regarding what, there's a reason I teleported him is I was playing one of the drug guys and I didn't intend on like fully killing him, but it happened anyway. So that's why I just
Thanks
TP'd
for
him, because it would have been a long flight.
Gotcha.
Other than that, I will give it now to Roberts first.
Okay. Um, everything seemed to go pretty well. I think there was some communication issues. Medics, CLSs. When somebody's yelling for leadership, the response shouldn't be "I'm with this people" or "I'm doing this." You guys got to get on it. I heard a lot of people want to pussyfoot around or just stick with their squad. You, yes, you have a squad you're with, but you are medical personnel. If somebody's down and you can do something, please. Um, Other than that, everything went pretty well. Um, I felt good about the op. I died a lot, but some of those you can only take so many 50 cal rounds. Other than that, good job, everybody.
Scofford?
Overall, I mean, we accomplished the objective. It wasn't, it had its ups and downs. Um, Kind of just tough doing these kinds of things. It was like a large scale assault. There was a lot of ground to cover, a lot of enemies, and a lot of time they were pretty far away. I mean, I personally think that, at least for ops like this, we benefit from, the leadership getting on or to look at the terrain or something, or having some type of screenshots or something to go off of, because sometimes just looking at a map can be tough. And I feel like it's, we can make a plan like, oh yeah, we can go this way and we'll get the drop on them and everything will be hunky dory. But we saw right away, I mean, we went up on that hill and it gave us a good um, vantage point for the AA position, but then we got fucking flanked hard and we didn't really have any cover there. And took a lot of casualties just initially on that hill. So sometimes it's just kind of hard, just looking at the map and knowing, the best place to go is. So, I don't know if we could get on the server or something a couple days beforehand, or just looking at the terrain, even if obviously there's no enemies placed or anything, just looking at the AO or having some type of screenshots that I can reference or something during the mission, because I just feel like we could be better prepared for things so that we can have a better idea of, what route we should take. I mean, obviously, once we start taking fire, things are gonna, change, and that's to be expected anyway. But at least going in, um, we might be a little bit more prepared sometimes if we knew what the terrain held for us, instead of just looking at a 2D map, because it doesn't have every little piece of cover or everything on it. I know it has elevation, which is useful, but sometimes I think it's just better if you have, like three-dimensional images you can look at to actually see things like that. And it's not completely unrealistic, if you have intelligence getting information like that, it could get to the extent where you have images to reference, but like target building or something like that. But that's just one suggestion, because I think it would help with, um, when we hit the ground, we kind of already have an idea of where we should go, so we don't have to sit and think about, all right, should we go this way, should we go that way, and then meanwhile we're getting shot at already. Um, there's a lot of ground to cover, so we kind of got split up at times. One team took a lot of casualties, and the other team was continuing to move. Sorry if I did a shit job. I mean, it was very, very stressful today. You probably heard it in my voice. Trying my best, so I hope people didn't think that I did a terrible job. It can be very difficult to manage um, everything that's going on. I'm sure you guys can understand that. But the end of the day, we got in there, and every time we took contact, we reacted to it pretty quickly. Um, so I don't think that's an issue of, you guys aren't good enough to take care of the enemy. I don't think that's the case at all. Um, Communication always gets a little fucked up, but I'm not even really going to bring that up because it's just kind of, we say that every week. But yeah, overall, I don't really have any complaints from team leaders. You did what I told you to do. Sorry if it was, subpar on my end. I thought you guys did fine. And yeah, little things I noticed. We don't need to double tap bodies, alright? There's a difference. You could tell when someone's dead, like if they're completely ragdolled and their weapon is like not on them at all, then they're dead. Right? We don't need to be going around with pistols shooting at the bodies. Just don't need to do that. Especially, if we're like trying not to completely give away our position. And then you alert other guys in the section who are like, oh, what's the shooting going on? So don't do that. If they're unconscious, they'll still have their hand on their weapon. Unless they're like glitched out or something, or they're like in the ground, you should still be able to tell the difference. So just don't go doing that. Just a little pet peeve I saw. Other than that, I thought it went decently well considering what we were up against. We accomplished the mission at the end of the day.
What?
I mean, my team did good. I don't really have any complaints. Special note, Maligan, thank you for actually paying attention when I told you where we were moving up to, and making sure that the team grabbed me off the ground. I appreciate that. Bonus points to Hart for being the one who dragged me back out of that. I appreciate it. Other than that, we cleared pretty well. Pretty good communication. Anyone getting down was usually just because overwhelming enemy troops more than anything. So I think 1-1 at least. I have no complaints.
User left your channel.
Your praise killed him.
It went well, I think. We kind of fucked up the beginning, which I think that the kind of the problems we had could have been solved if we didn't kind of rush in onto the hill. I think that kind of cucked us a bit. We could have taken a look around the area first, but that's just my opinion on that. Squad did well. Shout out to Hill for somehow salvaging that train wreck that was trying to save Ghost. And yeah, I survived getting shot in the face and woke up after being unconscious, so I'm fucking lucky. 1 in a million. Should play the lottery. I feel like there was something else I was gonna say. I don't remember what, so I will leave it there.
Alright, Morrison.
Well, firstly, I'm sorry for being gone so much. My father and I were talking, and he sent me to do a bunch of random little things, lasted forever. So I'm very sorry, especially at the worst times. I know. Real complaints, no issues or anything. That crash, I don't know what that was. I was flying like 200 meters in the air, and then my game froze for like 2 seconds, and then I was just suddenly in the ground. So that was weird. Other than that, yeah, went pretty okay. Got to blow things up. Yeah, no complaints really.
Hey, sniper team.
Yeah, like huge shout out to Holloway over there. I feel like he kind of carried me with these call outs the entire time, and especially when I got down.
Don't stroke his ego, please.
Yeah, man, it was the greatest. He had everything for me. We were taking care of business. I think we completed most, if not all, of our objectives. Probably the biggest problem on my side was when that tank rolled in and I couldn't get inside quick enough, and then I was out for a good while. But, I mean, no real complaints. This has been a great experience, I think. So, thank you, Holloway.
Alright, so a note on that tank bit,
Sit down.
No. This is really something when you call for help and you have to save not only your teammate, but you also have the people they sent to rescue you, okay? Way too much pressure on me. I'm filing a formal protest. And though nobody will understand, shout out to my boy Morrison.
Okay, and medic.
Todd and Malagon did really good. Pretty much every situation I came into, try to help, they pretty much already had it under control. I was just kind of going to their location, they have it under control, and then I go off to the next one. They already have it under control, so they did very well.
Alright, before we come to everyone else speaking, it is now time to talk about damage reduction. So there was some close combat today. Did it feel like the enemies are dropping more, I don't know how to call it, like they don't take 30 bullets before they drop? Did that change at all?
No, I think they went down easier. In my opinion, anyway.
I think it was fine. I think they got.
Guy shot it took like 2 or 3 bullets with my MG, so I was pretty satisfied with that, even though it's just 1 kill.
There was a few instances where I believe I hit someone with my rifle, and they took an extra 2 or 3 shots to really down.
It's the same thing I hear from Bruder all the time, to be honest.
Maybe it's the long range thing.
It gets weird at about 600 meters.
No, right?
Lucky.
But still, they just take a 50 cal round and they're just brushing it off.
Yeah, they just stand still. They're like, oh man, my leg's gone, but like we're good.
Usually,
Like,
they
yeah.
actually shatter their leg, but they're just standing there. I might bandage myself in a couple of minutes.
Yeah. They start bandaging themselves, and I'm like, oh, I got him, and then he pops his head back up, and like you just sew your leg back on.
Oh, thinking about it from a mechanical standpoint, it honestly could be over penetration of the round because you are shooting them with an anti-material rifle.
True, but like
So it doesn't have a lot of stopping power. It probably goes straight through.
yeah.
Anyway, let me ask like that. Does anyone think we need to lower the amount of damage AI can take further, or is it good this way?
I think it's good.
If everyone's happy, then yeah, I don't mind double tapping. All right, sorry, tactical pairing.
Okay, next topic is, as usual, the difficulty. I already heard from Scarfan that one of the problems was that the terrain was not well known enough, but other than that, how did the difficulty feel?
I think the difficulty was fine. Do you want to go first?
I was fine with it. 2 of my deaths I can account for. One I got gunned down by 2 guys at point blank. The other one, I took 50 cal to the face. Not a whole lot you can do about that. I'm pretty sure Reuter shot me at one point in time when I was unconscious.
No.
But,
What the fuck?
kidding. I just wanted to get a reaction. But no, I the first time I died, I don't know what hit me, so I don't know if I just bled out too quickly. But the other 2 times I died, what are you gonna do?
You had a fence fall on you too, to note.
Yeah, I was dead before the fence fell.
Oh,
User left your channel.
Okay, any other words about the difficulty?
I think that was fine. The terrain was not in our favor. We got fallen down one stretch, and each squad, when it went into a kill zone, just get hit, and everyone get hit. The only way we could really fix that is if we had the 2 teams a little bit more independent, but there was no cover, so it was like a catch-22.
I hit that by accident.
Okay. Moving on to the story. I mean, story-wise, not too much has happened. Well, actually, some things have happened, but any opinions on that? Especially the last season was fucked up anyway by Armor being, hey, I'm gonna blow up the helicopter with an explosive crate, hold in the air, oh!
I really wish that had been gone into the roleplay,
I'm
but
not feminine.
no.
So, wait, was the war crime because of the was that always supposed to happen?
Uh,
war,
war
it wasn't
crime.
a war crime.
Not a war crime. Okay.
They
We're
don't
not at
belong
war
to
with a
country.
company.
They're
Crimes against humanity,
private
maybe,
military
but
company,
I'll never
basically.
You
tell.
could call us
Okay.
it's a crime because we killed somebody,
They're mercs.
but it
That's
was
how I feel
in
about
self-defense.
Let me pull it like that. That was happening was not like 100% set in stone, but no one stepped up against it, so it happened anyway.
I see.
oh, next time I'll speak up. Sheesh.
The crates, they had like the IEDs with gas inside. Well, until the moment I had to respawn them, then they didn't have any more. The biological weapons were in there too, but unfortunately, there's not really an item in armor that represents those. So, in the crates, there was only the gas and the biological weapons. The explosives were only because I had to respawn that shit, unfortunately.
But like, the gas lines, were they just representing the gas, or were they
Yeah,
like?
they were.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh man. I wouldn't regret this. I'd ask a question, but you're not gonna answer it.
What?
I'd ask a question, but you're not gonna answer it, so I'm just gonna stop from now on.
What is the question?
It's not something.
Someone's talking.
You can't hear me?
Hill has an RP question, and he's not actually going to ask it.
No,
because
you're
he just realized
whispering.
You're not going to answer it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, something has happened. I mean that most of you are probably not aware of, but you will learn soon enough, believe me.
Oh, great.
I think they know.
Oh yeah. Oh, when we get to story,
Doesn't sound bad.
I have a rant at somebody.
This is story.
We are
Oh.
in the story right now, so go ahead.
Hey Hill,
Yeah.
dumb fuck.
What?
I gave you the perfect opportunity to do fucking Operation Get Rid of Gas.
You didn't say the code word. You didn't say the code word. I didn't think.
Emphasizing.
Hey, Roberts.
I gave you 2 words to tell me to blow those things up. It were go hunting. You did not say that, so I had no idea.
I had assholes standing right next to you. I'm not gonna be like, oh, blow up the gas, Hill.
No, I had a code word just for that moment. I had a code word just for that moment. I literally put that in the post just so you could say that for that exact reason, and you didn't listen.
Hey, Roberts.
I gave you instructions and you didn't use them.
Hey, Hill.
No, just,
Hey, Hill.
just.
Hill.
Hey, Hill.
Oh, pretty much the item head out. Hill's out.
Even if it's not over yet.
Hey, Roberts.
So, but I have one question I actually have now coming.
Yeah.
When you told me there's enemies
I
in
also
that
had
building,
to
that
have
is
my
still lying to
almost
me.
just got ruined by something. It happens, okay?
Okay.
Breathe.
Okay.
All
Okay.
good, okay?
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay.
Yeah, I was down and I heard that. I was like, I don't hear any gunshots in there. I'm kind of
I
wondering.
fired some
why.
guns too. I
Look.
told Watler to get on the radio and say there was a bunch of guys so we could, get away with it, but he didn't do it.
I did. I actually did. I got right on the radio.
Just as I was about to throw a grenade, he came around the corner and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get chewed out if he sees me throw a grenade in there without explanation. And the gas is probably gonna kill me.
I mean,
Listen here.
I kind of figured you'd be able to get 2 grenades off, and you did, and neither of them exploded because you forgot about
Look.
the safe arming distance.
Don't worry about the gas, okay? Don't worry about it.
We're gonna be worrying about it.
Don't worry about it.
Anyway, is there any further comments regarding the story? Because we do have 2 promotions also to cover.
A comment in general.
Yeah, any of you assholes get me in trouble for shooting another set of mercenaries, I'm done.
Lieutenant
I remember
Wyckoff,
that
I'd like to
also
lodge a
shot one of them,
complaint.
Robert, so if they come after you, I'm gonna kill every last one.
Even
of
though
them.
Wyckoff was there.
I don't know if you guys missed one of the rounds, so I actually had to reload the pistol. I was really disappointed with myself. I missed
Yeah,
it.
I saw that.
You missed one and I took my opportunity.
It was so sad.
But yeah,
Okay, anyway,
next time read carefully.
let's get the promotions over with. So, specialist class to Josa into the center of the circle.
Hey.
you have been with us since October last year, so quite a long time already. You have reached the minimum requirements for promotion. We're glad to have you, so you're now a Specialist Class 1. Congratulations.
Yay.
Yeah!
Welcome to the rank where you never upgrade from.
Welcome to the rank field, motherfucker.
Specialist 1 Mafia.
It's fine.
To the
I've reached
Yankee
my apex. There's no improvement beyond this. I'm as good as I can be.
And Soldier Class to Stout into the center of the circle. You've been with us since the end of January, so also almost 4 months already. You're attending on a regular basis. You have fulfilled all the requirements, therefore I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be promoted. So you're now a Soldier Class 1. Congratulations.
Ooh, thank you.
From my side, one thing I just want to say still is the departments are filled now, well, except the public relation departments, but the operation planning department is running. People are doing their jobs well so far. But if anyone is still interested in helping out, feel free to reach out to Josa or Scoffin. Scoffin is in charge of the recruitment department. Roberts is already on his side, but it's never wrong to have more people helping. Other than that, I'm thankful for everyone who's helping so far. Today, it was great to just have these things to be able to be used in the art without having to actually build them step by step. And it's also great to know that recruitment is covered without me having to deal with that. So thank you all for that.
I didn't expect you to use the stuff already. I was like, man, why do some of these fortifications look familiar?
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't have anything else yet. Over time, when more things are built, you will maybe not immediately see everything you build be used, but I had nothing else at this point, so...
Yeah, so I just start making everything an absolute pain in the ass to clear, right?
I'm in the person a pain in the ass to clear.
I miss.
Guys that are building, and once you watch the video, if you watch, it's gonna sound like an asshole comment. Watch the was it Remy from Down Under did a really good video on like building shit and operations and whatnot. It'd probably be a good.
I was
thing
gonna
for you
link
guys
that
to watch.
later.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah,
that too.
I like it.
I'll give it a whirl.
I'll smack a link to it in the operation planning channel.
That was a
Yeah, if
good
you don't
video.
mind, I'll take a look at it.
Other than that, Scoffin, do you have anything to address?
No, not really. Good job, those guys who made those fortifications. It was pretty cool. It's nice seeing your guys' creativity changes things up. I think what's cool about it is, after a while we kind of get used to Arma structures and we know, what they look like and how to clear them. But when you make creative things like that, we have to think about other ways of going about things. So it's pretty cool. So good job. Seems like you guys are enjoying it and being proactive. So keep doing that.
Is there anyone else about? Is there anything else about anything else?
I want to see Roberts more, but no.
I mean, I have only one thing to say. Please, anybody else?
Ford first, please.
Just a special shout out to Malagon and Todd for really holding it down, especially when shit got really fucking hairy. There were certain times where it was like 4 or 5 of us down around them, and they really held it down and kept us alive. So, good job, you two, and keep at it. Keep doing what you do best.
No, the medics were on point the entire time.
Oh, did anyone actually see what happened to the helicopter? Because I was standing right there, watching it the entire time.
Staircase right behind it.
Yeah. Todd successfully put one of the things inside the helicopter. The helicopter decided to move an inch, hit the thing out, and hit Todd in the head.
I was right there when that happened.
And then the helicopter exploded.
Yep. Blew me up.
Arma just doesn't like us today, apparently.
Or ever.
Okay, Ruda.
Yeah, nothing new.
I mean, I kind of personally feel responsible for what happened when we assaulted that first AA position because it was my idea to go up that hill. But I again forgot to calculate the router factor that every path I take leads us straight into enemies.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean about that, like it wasn't a bad idea, and I was fine going with it because it made sense. You know, ultimately it's up to Roberts, and he wanted to do that, so that was fine. I mean, well, like I said, it's hard to look at a map and just be like, oh yeah, this will be perfect, just based on elevation and whatnot. So like that's why I suggested maybe having some images of the AO or something to go off of, because we would have been able to be like, that's a good hilltop for attacking the AA position, but then look how exposed it is on the side. They can easily flank us, so it's not directly your fault.
But when I saw that first patrol, I was like, okay, should be good. I didn't expect a second patrol.
Jose, you have anything to add?
Yeah, no, just on the topic of Todd, I'd like to say he is like the most cool-headed CLS/medic I've ever seen. Like, at one point, Hell went down, and like his entire arm is just red, and he's like bleeding out like a gallon of blood a second. And Todd's just like, "Oh yeah, you're a little hurt. We'll have you patched up in no time." I'm like, "Dude, his arm's like gone." So yeah, I just want to say he's very combatic, and yeah, I think it's pretty entertaining.
Sorry,
I'm gonna let him fly again one of these days.
Far better than Morrison.
All right.
Yeah, Morrison doo-doo.
I think you weren't around for that time when I medicked.
Nothing new.
Anything else? Okay, so thank you all for showing up. It was good attendance today. Once again, we had 2 full teams, plus a sniper, plus a radio man, plus a medic, and plus a helicopter pilot, so that was really great. I of course still hope that we will have more people in the future, but as you know, we prefer to grow a little slow. I know Scarfriend and Roberts, Scarfriend is leading the recruitment department, Roberts will help him out. I'm sure this two will be able to handle it. Just if you want to help out, be sure to reach out to them. We always need people that are good at, talking to people, because I'm certainly not good at recruiting, which is the main reason I don't want to do it myself. Other than that, we will see you next week. Thank you all for showing up. The server is going to reset now. Please do not do anything at all. Thank you.
Thanks, Bell. God.
User disconnected from your channel.
Oh, what did I do? What did I miss?
You saved me 5 times. 4 times.
User
Thanks
left
a
your
lot.
channel.
Thanks a freaking lot.
What a nerd.
User left your channel.
Just so much.